relatively speaking, smaller ship than Tashkent and carries more ammo. So those two things combined means that the ammunition hold is notably more cramped. And similar deal with Spokojny. It is a larger ship with a smaller hold. It's just harder to hit the ammunition on those ships.
Okay.
In effect, if your damage output is sufficient, having a larger ship is generally a good thing, because it just means it's harder to hit important stuff.
There's the Hyuga in front of us.
Also, low-key, why Yamato will be probably stupidly tanky, because it's stupidly wide.
Hopefully.
I mean, it's almost
I wouldn't hold my
certain.
breath. Nah, Japanese magic sap will find its way.
I mean, Sap's always going to have the highest output with the current mechanics. Like, if nothing else changes, the current damage mechanics will mean that Sap is always the most relevant, and Maria will have a higher nominal DPS than Yamato. And we'll have a heavier salvo for that matter.
So sad.
But I mean,
like,
she'll also have a higher salvo than Iowa. Like, it's not surprising in a sense. It's just that SAP in its current metric is too strong.
Beat her?
Introducing Shatter Gap to SAP. That'd be the easiest way to describe
if they don't change the damage model.
Oh,
or changing the shatter profile, like giving them medium and all the AP large shatter.
They could do that, but I mean, that's just for the kinetic shrapnel.
No.
Middle body fragmentation, which is honestly where the meat and
Sap would be
potatoes.
affected less, which is kind of part of the problem here.
Sap is less affected in terms of the fact that it just has a shit ton of explosive mass, and the current mechanics don't account for this charge to mass ratio by any capacity.
That would help. That would help.
And like I've mentioned this regarding HK Reporter's report.
Yeah.
I'm still not forwarding it just because I still have to ask Esmond about what do I do with this report. We already have 2 other reports just like it that have been marked as resolved. What do I do? You know, like I have no idea why these ones are marked resolved. Do I just tack it on and say the issue persists, or do I make this a new report? What do I do? You know. And I do want to email a professor in energetics about the nature of middle body fragmentation, because this is very simply a core aspect of charge testing, so explosive testing. Well, not just shell design. When you test for the properties of an explosive, you basically put them in rods, cylinders, for lack of a better term. And the reason is because one of the properties to test for with explosives is something known as critical diameter. High explosives, or explosives in general, not just high explosives, will only explode after a critical diameter has been achieved. Basically, a certain amount of material for a given diameter of space in a given volume, of course, but for a given diameter, so that we have consistency. At a certain point, at a certain diameter, which basically accounts for a proportional volume with enough space, so to speak. So you can't just have a very long and super thin. You need enough volume, so to speak, in overall space. You can't just have a line of this stuff. You can't have a molecule thick, sort of 10-kilometer long line of explosives. That's not going to detonate. But you need a critical diameter in order for this compound to achieve detonation, right?
I just realized my mic's been this entire time.
Oh, yes. Hello. But with that in mind, that principle in mind, there is a relationship with caliber because of that. Middle body fragmentation has a relationship with caliber because there is a fundamental relationship with the diameter of the containing, like, thing, so to speak, the container for the explosive, and its explosive properties. With that in mind, there is a relationship between caliber and fragmentation capabilities, or explosive capabilities. And so, since I'm not in any way an expert in energetics, or have enough remote knowledge, even in a conceptual level, to really explain or formalize this, you know, that's the most important thing I need to... For the sake of this game, it needs to be formalized. I am going to send an email asking details about that principle, because I want to explain the principle to the developers first, so that when it comes to them creating an equation, or even if I can get the professor or what have you to, yeah.
There's some cross torps coming in, like here.
Roger.
Yeah, this is why I'm running away south, because I'm kind of fed up of the entire enemy team at the north shooting me.
I'm busy shooting a thing somewhat southbound, Huga.
Yeah, I'm trying to hide behind you.
Have we engaged in the north?
Not a good idea. Don't get behind me, because guess what he is doing?
Shooting
Missing?
you.
Yeah, I mean, if he misses me, guess who he hits?
There.
So keep your distance, and y'all can also maybe shoot him as well.
This battle is awfully close.
And I hate the bloody range being covered up by HUD elements.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel good. Oh, he felt that one though. But I don't think I hit anything that would kill his firepower, and he's not moving, so that other...
Nice. Good job.
Oh!
Well,
You know what, I'll take it.
yep.
Oh. Oh, I've just run into Templar X Ignis.
Ooh.
Templar?
No,
Oh,
somebody who has
he's
a
on
similar name to him.
And he left the game. Lol.
There's a bomber or something above you.
Oh
Or
boy.
above the middle.
Oh, the door near.
Somebody attack him!
It's not close enough for me yet.
Hello, light cruiser.
Attacking!
I am very sorry for what I'm about to do to you.
Okay, I'm targeting the door near.
Which light cruiser?
The one that just popped up on the mini-map, that one.
Okay, not the one I'm firing at then.
Oh, whoops, I should have paid attention to the torpedoes. My bad. Oh,
Fine.
never mind. Yeah, it didn't do anything. I didn't even take flooding damage. What?
Yeah, torps either just bounce off of you, or they kill you.
Oh,
I'm being
that guy's
capsized
looking a
by
bit
a
wet.
gelation sulfur.
That Dornier was also dropping torps, I see. Oh, I probably should have slowed down. Whoops, I made another
Treaty
mistake.
was doing nothing.
I'm playing terribly this game.
I'm same. Do you need any help
Never
repairing
mind.
or anything? I'm being pushed your direction by a Russian cruiser.
Oh, those torpedoes also didn't do shit. Amazing.
Nice.
Okay, I guess I'm going south
Oh.
now.
There's a lot of torpedoes going that way in front of you guys.
Where? Which way? I
There.
need to actually pay attention. Oh. Okay, that's good to know.
I'm just holding the north.
Oh yeah, there's one.
Hold the door.
There's one coming off my aft right now. Just keep that in mind, I guess.
No, don't worry, the Zhelezhnikov will take it, I guess. Oh, there's a torpedo that just went straight between us. Huh. Someone fired a very nice batch of lances.
Oh,
The gun on
I
the
had a
left.
salvo going on that.
Oh. Sorry. Wasn't intentional. Oh,
Another
Agano.
torpedo off my bow, but this one has also whiffed hard. This Agano has basically just bracketed me with torpedoes.
Which way is that
Well,
guy
she was
turning?
doing what she could do the least, so can't blame
Yeah.
her.
I mean,
She
her
did
fault
her
is taking a
best.
ship that relies on torpedoes to do anything.
Yeah.
5.3 next patch, by the way, equal to Atlanta again.
Wait, which ship?
Agano.
Right.
Also, I think that in the
But
next
it's got
battle they're
6-inch
going to give us
guns.
a premium.
Yeah,
gun.
clearly, although they're from 1910.
I'm looking forward to trying out the 5.3 British. Use it
Yeah.
to spade the Liverpool and the other one.
I am
They're
not looking
awful.
forward to
They're
the British
awful. Liverpool is like
I'm
shit.
happy that the British have a little more breathing space. I'm not happy that York's going 5-7, but
Oh,
for what it's worth, I'm happier that there's more breathing space there. I'm not happy that Dreadnought went to 6-7 either, or Colossus for that matter. Like,
Well,
if you look at
Colossus is the
Colossus,
best ship in the game.
you look at her objectively, like you look at her actual performance capabilities, and you go, it's just a shittier Hugo in every way. Like every single
Yeah.
department, she is worse than Hugo.
But the
Why is
statistics
she
say otherwise.
pain?
You can get 6 guns forward. Hugo can only get 2. 4.
Yeah, that changes everything. You know, I
Makes
retract my
Yeah,
my
because
comments from
dreadnoughts
before.
are really a bow-in meta.
Well,
Actually,
they kind
Idris
of are, but
Dreadnought,
it's
when it
not
came out,
because-
was awesome at doing that.
Especially
The
after
thing
I
is, like,
managed to
you
get it
don't need to
reported
be
to have the
full
one.
bow on. You need only to be steep enough of a forward angle that you're a pain in the ass to shoot at. Oh, that was
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the best battleships in the game, Dante Alighieri and Maria are two of the best. And the reason
No,
one of the
Dante is
ship
not
in-
that good. It's only a 6-3.
yeah, I know, right? God, so bad.
I think the
Can't
only
believe it
ship
only
in the
has-
game where bow-in is relevant is the Omahas.
No, I would. Well, not full
Well,
Bowen,
the
but if you
Pittsburgh
do a Maria and Maria and Dante can achieve 25-degree bow forward approach angles with 75% firepower. That's
Yeah,
kind of
but
significant.
that invalidates the point of how many guns you have forward. Which
Can I
is
just
the,
say
what I'm,
that-
the point I'm making.
Yeah, it's not. How should I put it? It's actually still quite relevant because
How am
the
I
turrets
still
have
afloat?
3 or 4 turrets face forward, meaning that you can tack off your port, then tack off your starboard, tack off your port. You're basically coming in with the best angles possible to tank shots, right? And doing so with a shit ton of firepower without having to wait for your turrets to cycle all the way around the back of your ship. This is
We were
one of the
talking about like the
weaknesses
only
of-
advantage of a ship being the fact that you can put more guns forward. I was like, that's only relevant in one ship in the entire game.
Well, it's relevant in terms of it's an advantage on paper for ships like Dreadnought and Omaha, right?
I should state that that was
However-
intentional for Dreadnought.
Yes. However, what you pay to do that in terms of what your bracketing is like compared to your peers for both these ships is not worth it.
Oh, wow, look at that. I landed a salvo square amidships on a Mikuma, and it exploded. Apparently I detonated a magazine by hitting it in the funnel.
Don't worry about it.
Torpedoes?
No, I
Oh,
literally hit
no.
the funnel.
The funnels
Oh.
are significantly
plane was
forward of the
that?
torpedoes. It's not a Takao, not yet at least.
And
Oh, there's a
HE-111
torpedo.
just it hit me with a bomb. It phased through the deck, phased through all the internals, phased out the bottom, and then exploded harmlessly.
Well, I'm gonna die.
That's sorry, I was just on Trick's comment there. That's
It landed right in the center of my ship.
impressive. I'm honestly impressed. Oh, that's a lot of torpedoes. Hello. Torpedo Pacurso, and I'm gonna take one on the belt.
And you died.
No, I'm fine. I mean, I took a
Was
lot
it
of
not?
damage because
Wow.
one torpedo detonated another torpedo that basically got 2 breaches at once, but that was recoverable. That was very recoverable.
Makes sense.
What time is it?
6:53.
Okay, I'm gonna have a rest before our tournament then.
Understandable. Shadow, you want in?
Guess I could, but I'm gonna need a minute. So
Cool.
Go ahead and go into another
It's
one.
another form of